everybody, welcome to Find You Fridays. I'm Lorraine, as it says quite handily up on the banner there, from Crafting Possibilities, which is down there or wherever it goes. I don't know, with my screen being mirrored and all sorts of things. How are you? I am very, very well, and I have had an absolutely amazing week. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you, finding out how you are, what you've been up to, how's your day been, how's your week been, all of that yummy stuff. So let's get the sharing out there. Let's pop that one up there so that we can go, yes. Hi, Sam. Oh, my goodness. Apparently didn't want to do it all in one thing on the old YouTubers. That's okay. So we might even split that up, hey? So if you wish to do, we'll do that one. So there we go. That's for those people who wish to donate via Square. Oh dear. And let's go the other way. That one, and there we go. Via PayPal. Happy days, because we got to suit everybody these days, right? We don't really, but it's all good. So let's have a look over here, and we shall swap that to that. How's your day been, Sam? So good to see you. How's your week been, more to the point? Okay. And we'll pin that to the top. There we go. Happy days. Alrighty. We got the tea fund happening. We've got a cup of tea actually happening. We've got Bengal spiced tea at the moment in this happy little cup right here. Finally found some more again. We'd run out. We were very sad for a moment there without our Bengal spices. So let's have a look at a general reading for the collective for the next week. Hi, Amy. Hello. Long time no chat. Or let's see. March, April, May. May would have been the last time we chatted. Hi. There we go. How's your week been? How has your week been, Amy? Lovely to have you with us. So let's do a general reading for the collective and see what comes out in the cards for how to make the next month, the next 7 days, be of the best benefit to you, and so that you can look forward to your next week with a little bit more awareness of what's going to come up, what may or may not happen for you, or what's the best tools and techniques. So just take what resonates for you. Sometimes it's just a little bit of take it under advisement, that sort of thing. Other than that, leave it for your friends. Ah, beautiful. It's lovely to hear that you've had a great week. I think the energy of the world has settled down a little bit this week. I know it has for me, definitely, but there's plenty of reasons for that for me for this week. So let's have a look. See. Woo, got a few wobbly cards today. That's awesome. Yes. Oh, okay. Let me keep going. Yeah. Have we moved past the last eclipse? I think we've got maybe one more to go. Is that right? On the 8th, I think. I think we're still in between the eclipse season, if I remember rightly. I can't. Maybe you can clarify that one for me. I'm pretty sure we've got one more eclipse to go, maybe a solar eclipse to come. I think we had the lunar eclipse. And now we've got the solar one to come. Yeah, cool. The energy of it doesn't seem to be quite so, but then I'm way more in tune with the moon energy anyway. So, alrighty, let's have a look here. So for the next 7 days, we have integrity has come up. So, good morning, Carol. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you with us again. So integrity for the next 7 days. Integrity is something that I heard a beautiful a beautiful definition of integrity. Integrity is the distance between your words and your actions. So and that came from a pathologist that I was watching an interview with him. Cannot remember for the life of me his actual name at my top of my head right now, but I was like, that is so perfect. I have to write that down. But at the moment, it's just stuck in my head. So integrity. For the next 7 days, be very, very aware of how far the distance is between the words you use and the actions you're actually doing. So something that pops up a lot with people who do affirmations and clearings and things like that is when we do all these clearings and affirmations and things, but our actions don't match the words we're using or the affirmations or whatever. And then we get all bit funky because there's we get judgmental of the fact that what we're trying to manifest or actualize into our world doesn't happen. But our actions actually do speak louder than our words in a lot of ways. So if our words are not matching our actions, the universe doesn't know what you're supposed to be doing. So integrity is about being in alignment with your actions and your words. So be aware of your actions and your words over the next 7 days, because if they align and they're very close together, then you'll find that magic will happen very quickly and easily for you. When they are not aligned and they're a bit further apart, you'll find that things go a bit wonky. Then you may not be receiving what you think you're asking for, but because your actions are speaking different from your words, the universe is just doing its best to balance between the two. Or it'll just do neither. The next one we've got is Archangel Raphael. He's pretty cool, right? So we've got the healing angel is within you, supporting your healing work. So I know a lot of people that pop through into my show are healers. And perhaps you have been also feeling a little bit wonky over the last couple of weeks with all these all these eclipses and the moon and all the things going in and out of retrograde and all the stuff. Please know that you're not only Archangel Raphael, but also your entire spirit team. They're just asking for a bit of a shout out today. Hi, shout out to the spirit teams who have been helping us along our way and keeping us bright and shiny and supporting us along our healing path, along with our healing work for others. So big shout out to the spirit team for working tirelessly, because they don't get tired. They're just there. I had a beautiful message from one of my long-term clients the other day saying that she feels like something's missing in her spirit team. And I said, our spirit team changes as we change. So that might be something that you might need to just have a little bit of awareness of too, that as you change, as you grow, as you shift, your spirit team, the members in your spirit team change too, to support you the best way forward. So there we go, Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Sam. And the next one we have is the fairies card. I love it when the fairies card comes out. So it's talking about you have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So this is the perfect time for us down under to be getting into the garden and getting those seeds planted and doing a lot of that gardening type stuff, getting those flowers planted, which reminds me I must grab some marigold seeds and get some marigolds going in my garden too, because they're great for bringing in the good bugs and driving away the bad ones. Not that are particularly bad. It's just our point of view, isn't it? So it's like the only difference between a good weed and a bad weed is a point of view. And the bugs are about the same. I have to say though, the one bug that I'm still not sure about yet and what their purpose is, perhaps you all can help me on that one, is mosquitoes. Can somebody please tell me, what is a mosquito's purpose? Because I don't know. Like, I can understand flies, I can understand slugs and snails, I can understand all of those, but what is a mosquito's purpose? That is my burning question. I've had this question for years. What is a mosquito's purpose? Because I just can't see what their purpose is. The next question. Maybe it is our shadow side. All right, the next card that we've got is vegetarian vegan. So this is where we're being asked to eat a lot more fresh fruit and produce. Obviously down here in the southern hemisphere, we're into our springs, so we're getting a lot of the really good, yummy fruit and veggies coming through at the moment. I had the best yummy apple today. It was beautifully fresh and juicy and delicious and just crisp, and it was just like, oh yes, you could tell it was this season's apple. It was organic. I got it out of my fruit and veggie box that I get probably once a fortnight. I could get them every week, but we don't go through it that quickly. So yeah, to be annoying. I agree, Amy. They are annoying and they're itchy. And I just, maybe their purpose is to bring focus to certain parts of our body. Maybe that's their purpose. I don't know. Remind us that we have a body, not to be ignorant of it. So yeah, eat loads more fruit and veggies and just really enjoy the food that you're eating. Giving yourself a high, what did they call it here? High life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So there we go. Lots of yummy fruit and veggies. The next card that we've got is our ear chakras. So our ear chakras, notice the messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. So how many of you hear things and then totally disregard them as just random somebody else's thought, or random just I must be going nuts, or just like I'm too busy, I'm on my way from the toilet to washing my hands and the thought's gone in, but then it totally disappears again? How many of you also suffer from that? Because I know I do from time to time. It's like I get these amazing, brilliant ideas on the toilet or in the shower or driving or somewhere where I can't write these bloody things down. And it's like, oh, come on, team, give it to me at a time when I can actually write these things down. Or they'll sometimes come through with an amazing idea while I'm in the middle of a healing session and I can't stop. And it's like, sometimes though, when I'm in the middle of a healing session, it's because there's entities and demons trying to play tricksies with me. So that's why I usually ignore those ones. Hi, Lynn, how are you, gorgeous? I know, it's so tricky, isn't it? So your team is asking for you to just pay a little bit closer attention to the little hints and whispers that they're giving to you over the next 7 days. Okay, there's going to be some pretty cool stuff coming up, and it's time to pay attention. So let's have a look at our yummy card, then I can get into some amazing readings. I've already got some donations coming in. Hi, Angelita. Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for tuning in all the way from America. I know it's early there. If I remember rightly, 8 o'clock. So that must be around, is it 5-ish? Is it 5-ish at your time, Angelita? I can't remember. Oh, okay. So next 7 days, think about sharing. What are you sharing? How are you sharing? What parts of you are you holding back? 5:51. Okay, cool. So I had the 5 right. So it's nearly 6 o'clock your time. Okay, cool. So sweet. I think I can manage to remember that for now, till you guys move in or out of daylight savings. I hate daylight savings, seriously. I don't hate it. Hate's a very strong word. But anyway, so sharing. Be aware of the words you're sharing. Be aware of where you've blocked up your heart. Be aware of what you're holding back and not allowing yourself to be seen. Sharing is also obviously sharing your time, sharing your smiles, sharing your energy, and being aware of where your energy is most effective, where it's actually going to be appreciated, and where you're just giving away your energy and it's not really serving a purpose. So, for example, like if you're spending time talking about people who have pissed you off, for example, that's still sharing that energy. And is it actually helping anybody? I think probably not. But it may be a point of processing, which can be helpful. But it's when we start getting into the gossiping side of things, it's when we get into the Mobius strip of going over and over and over the same story all the time, trifold sequencing systems and all sorts of things like that, that's when it can get a little bit toxic and a bit silly. So yeah. Awesome. Who was that? Oh, no, we don't want to know that one for now. Alrighty. So, happy days. Samantha, my love, you wish to have a reading. I hope that's helped everybody. So for the next 7 days, just be kind to yourself, Be kind to you. Let me just put that one on mute because that one is not required for now. I'm here to be with you guys, not to be on Facebook Messenger. All right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Lynn. You're right. We have to not put energy into it. Exactly. So it's even things like I've noticed with a lot of my very aware friends at the moment, even the subject of like the politics and all the stuff around the stuff from the last couple of years, I've really started moving away from that quite quickly. And I too, I keep an eye on it, but I don't divulge a lot of attention to it because I'm just like, that's actually not the reality that I'm choosing to create. I'm choosing to create a really yummy, creative society and community, rather, with beautiful beings such as yourself, where we can just enjoy being together and supporting each other and lifting each other up. So I would like to do, if you're still floating around, let me know if you're still floating around. Just give me a yep or a hi or a something, because there's something special I wish to ask for you. In the meantime, Sam, are you still floating around, honey? Because you've popped through a little donation there for an extended reading, so I'd like to do yours next, please. And that would be awesome. And of course, if you wish to donate and get yourself a lovely big reading, then pop your donation through either onto the PayPal or the Square. Either way is absolutely fine. Where is Sam gone? Okay, it looks like Amy might have disappeared too. Interesting. Hello, Sam. She's been busy decluttering and keeping up with the household chores. Yay! Oh, lovely. And she'd just gone for a walk on the beach with Tilly the dog. That's so cool. All right. Where is she? Sam. Hello. All right. Angelita. Okay. Who's out there at the moment? I'm not sure who's out there. I know we've got Lynn. Yay for Lynn. You need to declutter. I'm great at decluttering. I'm also really great at packing. I'm great at putting many things, and I'm also really great sorter hoarder. I say sorter and hoarder, so I can put things in really good order, but it's still a lot of stuff. Like these cupboards behind me are they require a bit of decluttering, I will admit, because there are some things like these. One of the cupboards there are actually my craft cupboard, and so I really do require to go through that at some point and move out the things that I no longer play with, because there's a lot of things that I don't get to play with anymore. Just lost interest, or it's like I'm a very typical Aries and it's the next shiny thing. The one thing that has kept me very constant over all of my years has been paper craft. So I love making cards and birthday cards and Christmas cards, especially Christmas cards. They're my favorite. And my craft class that I attend at the moment is all about Christmas and has been for the last month, which is just so great. I love it. You're over playtime? No. No, I just have lots of playthings. I spent 4.5 years in childcare, and during my time in childcare, yay! During my time in childcare, oh, you guys are funny. You're all these spelling mistakes today. So love playtime, not over playtime. And Angelita says, yay, love, not AC. Sam, we're waiting for you to come back. That's why we're telling stories right now. So do you have a particular thing that you'd like me to have a look at, Sam? So, yay. Oh dear. Let's have a look. So yeah, 4.5 years in childcare. So I've got a lot of sort of childcare-ish supplies in there, and I spent a couple of years doing nanny work as well. So there's loads of things in that cupboard that are really great for my time with being a nanny, but not much good for me now. And so in my last move, I actually did give away heaps of stuff, but I think it's ready for another cull. So Angelita, you have your own beautiful business, don't you? Just confirm that for me. Where you do healings and readings and things like that. Is that correct? Uh-huh. Oh, who wants to play with Sam? Oh, okay, Sam. I was doing some more tarot practice last night, actually, funnily enough. And it's the tarot that wishes to come and play. Hello, Sam. I think there must be a major delay on the YouTube. Whee! Do you have a specific thing that you'd like us to have a look at? We've got the cards are jumping all over the place. Yeah. Facebook's better. Facebook's a little bit quicker, but that's cool. You're upping my viewership on YouTube. Please subscribe. Oh dear. We like subscriptions. Did you guys know, since doing my podcast, that I have tripled my subscribership? So thank you very much for that. Okay, Angelita, while I am, this is about the kingdom of we. This is about being in a space where I'm also uplifting other people in my community, because I know that it's hard sometimes gaining clients and things. So what I would like to offer you, Angelita, is while I'm getting this reading ready for Sam, is I would love for you to tell the people in the audience what you do. Pop it in the chat there, what you do, what sort of readings, what's your speciality, and tell people how they can get in touch with you. Okay, because sometimes Angelita's over in America, and she has a really beautiful energy to her, and sometimes what we require is somebody with a slightly different flavor, and it might still be the same tools, but it might be somebody with slightly different flavors. So for example, when I was doing fairs and expos with other people, and we'd all be running the same body process, there would be maybe, the biggest I did was 4 of us, and there would be certain customers or clients that would come to one of us, and it's because, and they would be drawn to that particular person for whatever reason. And that is what this space is also about. It's like, you guys have come here to spend time with me because you like my flavor. And also I wish to do a little bit of a shout out for other people in their heart-centered businesses, a bit like what I do on Tasty Tuesdays as well with the interview show. Oh, okay, Sam, we're ready. Let's go. So yeah, Angelita, pop your little description in there and tell people how to get in touch with you, okay? Okay. Alrighty, hun. Nah, thank you, Lynn. That's beautiful. Oh dear. Okay. Yes. Sort of. All right, Sam. All right. Thank you, Sam. Okay, Sam, we've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so what I'm sensing from this is that while you feel empowered at the moment, there's a sense that you're blocking that. You're blocking your energies to allow that empowerment and that mastery to come through. Of course, the Pentacles is to do with money and business and the earth. So I'm just wondering, what will it take? Yes, what will it take for you to stop blocking yourself, from you to stop blocking your mastery? We've done a lot around this in the last 7 days, and it's time to reverse that card and get it going the upright position. So what would it take for you to, what molecule do you have to turn 180 degrees to allow the King of Pentacles to go into the upright position so that you are the mastery of money and business and beautiful money and business and the truth of you. Okay. The next thing that we've got is another court card, funnily enough, is the King of Swords. So we, of course, know that the swords is all about mind and intellect and all of that sort of stuff. So at the moment, you are the master of thinking. You are thinking all the time. All right? You're all up in here. All right? It's time to drop it down into your heart. Okay, so I'm seeing this card and it's like you've got the Pentacles energy, which is obviously that grounding energy, and there's that little bit of business and stuff in there too that you're blocking. So you're blocking yourself from being grounded too, but you're also way up in your head and you're overthinking a lot of stuff. It's time to drop down into here. It's time to drop down into Mother Earth and start allowing yourself to feel your intuition and allowing yourself to come out. All right. The next card we've got again is another Pentacles card, and it's the Three of Pentacles. All right. So this is where you're being asked for your advice. Okay. Your work is being recognized at the moment. You have become the master crafter of your area, and it is time for you to allow yourself to be seen and heard as such. Like, you're so well supported in this area of your life and your business, and it's time for you to branch out and allow yourself to be seen and heard as such, because these cards are telling you, honey, you've done the work. It's time for you to now come out of the closet. You got the Hermit card and it's reversed. You've got the reversed Hermit card. So obviously when it's right way up, it's all about introspection and reflection and learning and being in that space of gathering your resources. Okay, so I am saying, what the cards are saying is like, you're allowing yourself to get caught up in your head. You're allowing yourself to feel like you still have to stay a little bit hidden, and that's not true. It's time for you to allow yourself, because we've got the World card reversed as well. Okay, so what would it take what molecule would it take for you to take that one with the World card and flip it up the right way? What energy do you have to turn up or turn down to be able to flip this card so that you truly do, because you already do, have the world at your fingertips? You have access to everything in the world that you could possibly require to make everything with your business flourish. Okay? It's up to you now. What do you require to do or be? More so be. What do you require to be to make your business flourish in the way that it truly can? Okay? All right. So we've got that. It's almost like you've got that overabundance of energy in the up here part, trying to work it out, trying to figure out what tools to use next. You don't have to know anymore. You don't have to learn anymore as such. You got this. It's time for you to just drop into your heart space. Keep listening to your team. Keep doing your channeling. And use that big old brain of yours to embody the dream life. You know, like, where does your healing work fit into your dream life? Does it fit into your work? Does it fit in? Maybe that's a question you require to ask. Because if your healing work doesn't actually fit in as a business, doesn't actually fit in to your dream life, and that's okay too, then you don't need to feel bad about just using it for your own benefit. But I also happen to know you're a bloody good healer. And I also happen to know that that healing side of you will get really cranky if she doesn't get to do some work. Okay. All right. Let's see what the next cards have for you. Hi, Kim. Very cool. All right. So we've got the Starseed Oracle cards here that have come out. So this is the card, says, I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting the past wrongs and uprooting. So what I'm getting from that one is that for everywhere that you feel wrong, for anything that you have done or been in your past, in this lifetime, all lifetimes, dimensions, realities, and non-realities, will you now let all of that go, please? You know what I'm doing in my head right now, so please do that too. Everywhere that you still feel guilty and allowing that guilt to run your life and making you stop doing what you truly desire to be and do, will you now let that all go? Everywhere that you feel stuck in what you have created for yourself as a life right now, without integrating, and you can't see the possibility of integrating both areas, will you let all of that go right now? And everywhere that you can't possibly see how fucking magical and potent and glorious you are, will you please let all of those points of views go that is stopping you from seeing all of that? The next card that we've got is called Baby Steps. Okay. And Baby Steps says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay. Yay. Thank you, Angelita. So tell us, what is your talent? What is your speciality? What do people often come to you for, Angelita? So I think that Baby Steps card came out over the weekend, yeah? If I remember rightly. So it is time. You've got all of this incredible potent knowledge and awarenesses that are just bubbling up and bubbling out of you right now. It's time. It's time. Time for you to play. And I know we go into question a lot. We go into our heads a lot. Drop it down. Come back to your heart. Come back to your breath. Come back to your womb. Come back to your pussy magic. Allow yourself to be in this space a lot more. Okay. And finally, your yummy card. We got Grace. Okay. Hi, Melinda. Hello, gorgeous. Sam, it's time to be ease and graceful in what you're choosing right now. it can be so much ease and gloriousness and gracefulness. Okay. And also I've heard the words just now of the grace of God. With the grace of God, be you. With the grace of God, see your magic. With the grace of God, see your potency. With the grace of God, feel the unconditional love that is not only God, creator, the universe, source, but also you. All right. You know, I'm not particularly religious, but I do believe in a higher power. I do believe that it would be ignorant of us to think that we are the only intelligent species in this whole vast, wide, freaking existence that we have. I hope that helps, Sam. Just feeling it roll through. Alrighty. Thank you for popping through a lovely donation to the tea fund. I definitely appreciate it. I know my tea collection appreciates it. And I hope your reading helps, son. Thanks, Kim. Alrighty. Let's see. Woohoo, 42 minutes in. God, Fridays are great. Do you know, I just love Fridays. I truly do. All right. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Hey Melinda, hey Kim, how has your week been? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? I got out in the garden this week. I had finally some really nice days. So I was able to take some old wash tubs. I had 2 of them gifted to me. So I went down and I got some soil and I got some cow poop and mixed it all together, and then I've popped some carrot seeds in. I've got some beetroot, I've got some lettuce, I've got what else have I got? I've got some spring onions, I've got there's something else in there. What is it? Silver beet. And then I was also gifted 2 tomato plants and a lemongrass and what was the other thing? Garlic chives from Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Funny, I was just talking about you. And so those are up and going and they're just beautiful. Like the tomato plants, they survived the hail. Thank God for that. My pumpkin plants have gotten a little bit beaten up thanks to the hail, but they'll be okay. And what else did I plant? Oh yeah, my chili seeds. I put about 15 chili seeds between 2 pieces of paper towel and wet the paper towel, and then I put it inside a Ziploc bag and stuck it to my kitchen window to see what would happen. And because it's a technique that we use in childcare for teaching children about where plants come from and how they grow and germinate and all that sort of thing. And I ended up with at least 7 of them sprouting. So I was like, sweet. So I didn't just pick them off. What I did is I separated the paper towel, and then I've taken the seeds, germinated or not, and I've put them face down on 1 sheet of paper towel onto the soil and put a bit of more soil over the top, and they should be all good to go. All right, so Angelita, thank you for popping up your stuff. Intuitive reader, tarot cards, and she also sends blocked chakras. Beautiful. Starting and practicing mediumship. Beautiful, beautiful. So there's a nice little shout out there for Angelita's tarot card readings. So please, it's like if you feel Angelita's energy and you're like going, yeah, she feels pretty good, reach out to her, okay, and let her know that you've come through from Find You Fridays with me and just book in a session. If her flavor is what is making you feel all zingy and yummy, please feel free to book in a session with Angelita, and that would be amazing. I'm all about creating a greater community. And yeah. Oh, yay, Melinda. So there we go. Thank you, Angelita. Thank you for popping your stuff up in there at my invitation. I appreciate that. What's Melinda been up to? Her veggies are growing really well. I have tomato, zucchini, pumpkin, spring onions, beetroots, radishes, sugar snap peas. Oh yes, my sugar snap and snow peas are going really well. Capsicums, chilies, busy at the volunteer gig as well. Yay! What about above average ship? Don't sell yourself short. Oh, Brooke, I agree. That's why I gave Angelita a shout out, because I was like, she requires a little bit more love. Definitely, I agree. This is what we do, people. We build each other up. It's not about breaking each other down. It's about building each other up, okay? Because that's really important to me. Okay, let's see. Has anybody else popped in a donation? I haven't heard any ding-dongs from my email, so I'm thinking we might be up to doing some gratitude readings. So yes, that's what I'm doing, looking at doing most weeks now. And of doing a shout out for somebody, one person each week on a Friday, to just allow others to also know that the amazing people in this space also have other heart-centered businesses, and sharing the love around, because I think that's really important. All right, so moving on. Are we ready for this one? Pick a number, my beautiful friends, between 1 and 88. All right. First number that pops into your head, my beautiful friends, between 1 and 88. Pick a number, just one number. Thank you, Melinda. You get the ball rolling. Ball rolling? The ball rolling. Alrighty. Let's get rid of that one off of there. Ball rolling. That was funny. All right. 56, Melinda. We got You Are. You are the love of my life and my rock. You are the one who makes me laugh even when I'm crying. You are the one that I trust when everyone else is against me. You are my heart. You are my companion. You are my soul, and I love you. Ah, Melinda, your body is speaking to you and just reminding you of how much you are loved, and reminding you that it will always be there for you, no matter what. Your higher being will always be there for you, no matter what. As it says, you are my soul. So while this was obviously written for something quite different for you, my honey, this is your body. This is your being saying, hey, we love you. We still love you. Even if you feel like it's hard work sometimes being with us, we still love you and we're still here for you. So yes, into your heart space. Give your body some love over the weekend. Give it some lovely nourishing. Give it some soothing, some massage perhaps. Give it just a little bit more extra attention, I think, is what your body is asking for, okay? Lynn Elliott. Oh dear. Okay, Lynn, you chose Gratitude, the Space Between Seconds. Funnily enough, the name of the book. Tell you a funny story afterwards about this poem. Gratitude, the Space Between Seconds. Stumbling through life, hints of awareness whisper, only to be discounted or made wrong. Hoping and wishing something else is possible. Gleaning information, slowly gaining ground and pace. Shaking off the shackles and the lies, creating a brand new experience. Interesting. These words are changing on me. Creating a brand new existence, where knowing and awareness pulse, seeing what is and what isn't with clarity, playing with choice and expansion, becoming more at ease, falling in love with true self, seeing the molecules, perceiving the energy flows, receiving different beings, creating new possibilities, embracing the gratitude, and flowing into and through the space between seconds. Oh, Lynn, this is one of my favorite poems in this book. And what I'm sensing for you right now is that you've been through the hardest part, okay? And you're well and truly coming out the other side, okay? Where you are truly stepping into who you be. And you're starting to gain sort of like your footing with that and kind of going, actually, yeah, that is me. Wow, I know who I am now. I am me. I'm not the me that was someone's wife, and I'm not the me that was someone's mum or sister or whatever. I'm me. And as me, I can do da 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 X, Y, Z. Wow. And there's like, I'm really getting that sense of freedom that you're starting to feel now, which is so cool. And I know you've been through a bloody hard time to get to this point. So I'm really happy for you. And I'm happy that you're finally getting your footing in this new space that you find yourself in. And while there's still moments where you might find yourself a little bit stumbly, it's okay. It's okay. But I'm certainly getting a really beautiful sense of just, you're feeling really embodied in you right now. And that's just so beautiful. So beautiful. So keep going. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Samantha, 47. Hopefully that helps, Lynn. All right. Sam. So fragile. My sensitive soul, you're so easily hurt. I never intended to make you angry. I was only telling what I thought was the truth. There have been times when I've been offended, but I try to let it slide. How can I apologize if you won't listen? Your eyes are cold, and this makes me ache to my core. Please smile again. Let your arms accept my embrace. Sam, you know what that's about. And I'm not going to talk about it here. Okay? I will send you a message later. Okay? But please know that, again, you are very loved, you're very potent, and you're way more powerful than being swept up in someone else's emotions. Okay? I love you, gorgeous. All right. Ooh. Is there anybody else out there? All right. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay. All right. Cool. Let me see. Has anybody else donated? Is there anybody else donated? Okay. Nope. Alrighty. Well, that makes it easy. Angelita, please put a number in between 1 and 88, and then I can do your poem too. Gosh, that tea got a bit strong. Bengal spice. It's all good. 12. Yeah, I was born on the 12th. Did you know that? Oh, yes, and I must go back to telling you guys the story behind the gratitude space between seconds. All right. Angelita, we got frightened. Frightened of life, frightened of people, frightened of decisions, but most of all, frightened of letting down the barriers of the heart, ones which have been there for an eternity. Life has challenges where something or someone comes along and begins to break the barriers with no control. It's the most frightening thing known. Angelita, it's time to soften. It's time to allow others in. It's time to heal those wounds, those past wounds. And I'm getting other lifetime wounds. I'm getting that there's some stuff there that is stopping you from feeling confident enough to let others in. And I know. That's why it keeps coming around, because you haven't done it yet. Okay? So this is past life stuff that you have to work on. All right, we've done, and I know that there's some stuff that you've already done for this lifetime, and that has been really good. It's time to deal with this other lifetime stuff. That's why it keeps coming up. Okay? So use the tools that you've got, or you know how to book in a session with me, and we can look at some of those other lifetime stuffs and see what else is going on. And see what else is required for you to be able to soften, to be vulnerable, to be able to let people into your heart space and be that soft, potent goddess, pussy goddess that you truly be. Okay? It's time. It's time. That's what this whole fucking lifetime's about. It's about letting yourself in and letting others in as well. We don't all have to be sitting in our, masculine, we got this, don't let any dude in because they're going to hurt us type stuff. It's time. It's like I used to have some really interesting points of views and belief systems around women, because I just believed that women were out to get me and they would backstab me as soon as look at me. And that was before I even started working in an all-women industry, women majority industry of childcare. And then from there, I moved into disability care. I had no comprehension at the time that belief system came forward, that it was past life stuff. Past life stuff where I have been working with women in a magical sense. There was one lifetime that I've uncovered over the last few years that had two beautiful beings that were actually here in Adelaide, and it was just that right combination, where it turned out that one of the other ladies in this previous lifetime, her and I were both apprentices to the third lady. And while I was like going, because we both had different talents and skills, as is true of this lifetime, we both have different talents and skills. And in that particular lifetime, when the third lady would be like, okay, today I want to work with Lorraine, that was cool by me, but she would get incredibly jealous and plot ways to get me back and to make herself better than myself. And when it was her turn to be chosen and to be the person that her particular skills would be able to best suit the third lady, I would just be like, sweet, now I can go off and go do the things that I really enjoy doing, or practice or hone this particular skill or whatever. I was just happy, I didn't care. But she was just such a jealous woman. And that jealousy flowed through to this lifetime. So initially, before the third lady, the top lady came into our space, her and I got along just fine. As soon as she came in, it activated this jealousy so bad for this chick. And she was just, she didn't want anything to do with me. She just went, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty weird. And I had to ask some questions. What the fuck is going on? And I realized it's past life stuff. And I realized that, what had happened in that lifetime. So I did my technique of going up to the seventh plane using theta healing and a slight adjustment on theta healing. And I did this, we do this thing where we put up a force field wall, and I put her onto the other side of the force field wall. And the being that she was came at me like at the wall, full force with the knife and everything, trying to get me up in my seventh plane where I'm 100% protected, safe as houses, and even better. And the force field wall stopped her. And it gave me a fright because I'd never dealt with that before. I'd never seen that particular reaction from somebody coming into the other side of my wall before. But I was like, oh, thank goodness I've done this process many times, because it was already there, And she was just so angry, so jealous. And so I did my process, and then whoosh, she was off. And then next thing you know, she moved to New Zealand. And I was just like, well, there you go. Isn't that cool? We didn't have to have it out in this lifetime. We didn't have to have a discussion in this lifetime. It was past lifetime stuff. And so we had to get to a point where, like, one of us had to choose to break the cycle. And this time it was me, So hopefully when we re-embody in another lifetime, we won't have to deal with any of that crap anymore. And that's what this lifetime is all about. It's all about the healing. And it's about getting rid of those past ties that really don't serve you in this lifetime. So the story, just to jump back to that poem 88. That poem I actually wrote on an aeroplane, and I was flying back from New Zealand, and I remember it really distinctly because I'd gone over for my birthday, and I was flying back, and I was like, I get the feeling that there's this poem that has to be written. And so I didn't know at that stage that I would be releasing this book, but I knew it was coming. And so I wrote it on a plane, on a flight back from Auckland to Adelaide and flying over the Tasman. So there we go. How beautiful is that? And I just remember feeling the energy of how much I had changed in that couple of years. It's the 4th of April, 2017. Actually, I tell a slight fib, 4th of April. So I had written the majority of the book, but I required the last poem. And so this book was actually released in 2017. I think. Yep. So there we go. I knew the book was coming out, and so I wrote it while I was on the flight back from New Zealand. There we go. Angelita, what you're saying makes so much sense or resonates. Cool. I'm aware of so much more now. It's good to understand and work through it and come out the other side. Oh, 100%. My goodness. And you're so welcome. Yeah, past life stuff. It can be tricky. Most of the time, to be quite honest, it is really easy to work through. Really super fast, really super fucking easy. Every now and then, though, as Sam knows, there is a particular lifetime that will crop up. And this is where, oh, bye, Angelita. You're welcome. So let's get rid of that. Thank you. So I had I'm going to say had now. I had a lifetime that has been sitting with me for almost a year. I'd say it's probably about a year now. And I asked it many, many times over the last 12 months or 11 months-ish, are you ready to be released yet? It kept saying no. And this is the lifetime where I was a very potent healer. I was a witch, and I had this beautiful, amazing cottage out in the bush, in the forest, if you like. It was England, and I used all my herbs and my remedies, and I loved, having natural fabrics around me, and used all the crystals and the spells and I just did all the stuff, and I did mediumship, and I did, just all the skills that I had at that time all came through. And I was hidden away so in the forest so that the authorities wouldn't find me. And unfortunately, somebody squealed and let them know where I was. And so these men came along, and they did a lot of stuff to my body. I won't go into the details, it's not necessary, but they did a lot of stuff to my body, which included using white sage. And it was pretty brutal. And I hadn't realized until this lifetime came up, because I was hanging around a lot more people who used white sage for smudging and stuff, which is something that I hadn't been around a lot over the previous 3 years. All of a sudden I was around a different group of people, and they started using white sage for smudging a lot, and I felt my body reacting a lot to it. And it got to a point where it became quite inhibiting. So it's like I couldn't stand it. It almost gave me like feeling like an asthma attack. And that was what triggered me to realize that there was this past lifetime floating around. And so I kept asking, are you ready to release yet? Nope. And until about a month ago, and I all of a sudden got the awareness it's time to let this go. So I called it my white sage witch lifetime. It was time to let it go. And I knew it couldn't be done just in the simple way that I had been releasing all of my other stuff. It had to be something with a little bit more ceremony, a little bit more special, a little bit more targeted, a little bit more honoring of that particular lifetime. Because over the last 11, 12 months, it's been a case of me re-embodying a lot of those skills, a lot of that knowledge, a lot of that confidence of that lifetime, and remembering who I was. That was what I kept getting told all the time. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You can't release this yet. You haven't remembered who you are. And so my beautiful friend took me out to her property, her and her husband's property out in the rural parts of Australia. And we set up a beautiful campfire, and we did ceremony, and we released that lifetime. And it was very potent and very cleansing. We were supported in the energetic sense by our coven, our other sisters, and you could feel them. We felt them around us, right from the early stages of us creating the fire together. And it was like just the tingles all through our bodies, and it was just like, wow, we could feel them as we were eating our evening meal before we did the ceremony. We could feel them through the trees. We could feel it in the fire. We could feel them just all surrounding us, just coming together to help us, to soothe us through. And it was just so beautiful and nourishing and nurturing. And so now that particular lifetime we've made peace. We brought it a lot of healing and a lot of peace. And funnily enough, yesterday I did a tarot reading to find out if I should go off and find myself another job, like go work for someone else, and it basically came out no. So sorry guys, you're stuck with me doing my healing stuff. This is where I am, between the healing and the lawns and the renos. This is where I am. How does it get any better? Hi Cindy, how are you, gorgeous lady? Yeah. So that's what I mean. It's not every lifetime has to be super significant as you release it, but there is the occasional one that might pop up that requires you to remember something from that lifetime that's not about the pain and the trauma of it. It's something about part of that beforehand that is asking to be re-embodied. I'm happy to share the story. I did say I was going to share it, so there we go. It's important to know that these things are possible. Yes, I am. Do you know, Cindy, I am happy with where I am now. While it would be nice to have a few more clients and things, I know that's just me, requiring to get my word out there a bit more. And now that I'm more open and ready, there's a few more bits and pieces that are just falling into place right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing this new phase of working through stuff. So yeah, I am good. I am happy, and it is nice being out in the community. And I think that's one of the things about working with people, like working with a company, is that it's nice to be connecting with other people other than just me and the sander or me and the lawnmower or me and this beautiful computer and this computer screen. I like working with people. I like working with bodies. So my time in disability I loved it, absolutely loved it, because I was working with people and contributing to people and being of service. And I love being of service, So yeah. Anyway, my darlings, let me have a look. One final check of the emails, see if anybody else has contributed to the Tea Fund. All right, cool. That's that. And just curious, talking about that. Let's have a look at this. Yes, bit of a shameless plug. All right, so what have I got coming up over the next little bit? I have let's see, I have Tasty Tuesdays at 7 o'clock, and this week, guess what? Yes, yes, yes. It's the second week of November. And so you know what that means? That means we have 2 guys and a girl coming to chat to you, i.e. we're going to have Brooke Hadland and Matthew Kuhn, otherwise known as Biology, they're going to be joining me on Tuesday for the hot, juicy topic of 2 guys and a girl is going to be love and light and bullshit. Oh dear. So yes, love, light and bullshit, because it's such an interesting area of spirituality that everybody goes love and light, and it's something that we kind of say a bit tongue-in-cheek of love, light and bullshit. So we're going to be having a bit of a chat about that on Tuesday. And then of course I've got back with you guys on Friday. And in a couple of weeks' time, I am going to be at the Adelaide Spiritual Wellness Fair in Kilkenny at the RSL in Kilkenny, and that will be on Sunday the 20th. I will be down there having a great time over there. If you didn't catch my interview with Roy Fensom on Spirit of SA, you can check it out on his website, or you can have a look on my YouTube channel under the folder of guest appearances, and it's in there. So happy days. It's only a quick 30-minute thing. You guys already know me pretty well, but it's always fun to see how I show up for other people. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I hope you all, unless we have anybody else to do, thank you, Sam. I adore you. Unless we have anybody else to do a quick little reading for, I think that'll be us for the night. How does it get any better? Apparently, I'm still not a robot. That's nice to know, isn't it? Cool. Make sure, see if anybody's put anything through square. Nope. Cool. All right, so before we go, for my lovely viewers, let's do a quick little meditation and just have a bit of breath work to allow ourselves to approach the weekend from a nice, juicy, delicious space. So breathing, close your eyes, breathing in all the way down to your belly, and breathing out. Breathing in through your belly, through your middle and up into your chest. And then slowly letting it back out again. And now expanding out your awareness out to the size of the room, expanding out your awareness out to the size of the building that you're in, expanding out your awareness in a big bubble up into the sky and down into the earth, as big as the city or the town that you're in. And now expanding out your awareness to the size of the country that you're in, and now to the size of the planet, expanding out your awareness to the size of the solar system, and now to the size of the galaxies, and now to the size of the universes. And now feel free to go out as far as you desire from here with your awareness. If you wish to go past your lifetimes, dimensions, realities, and non-realities, you're more than welcome to do that. I often and generally always do. And now focusing on your body, once again, grab your sense of allowance and expand that out. Expand it out past the planet, past the solar system, past the galaxies, past the universes, expanding out your allowance beyond the size of the lifetimes, dimensions, realities, and non-realities, and beyond your awareness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done. And now what I'd like you to do is our today's special little space. We're going to drop our energy down through into Mother Earth. And now curling our energy around the center of Mother Earth and bringing it all the way back up again, with the unconditional love of Mother Earth and the universe woven through our pathway, coming up through all the crystalline layers, coming up through our feet, unconditional love and our own beautiful energy coming up through our legs, through the pelvis, through the belly and the back, all the way up through your heart and your chest, your shoulders, all the way down your arms to your fingertips, up through your neck and your throat, all the way up through your jaw, your gums, your teeth, your lips, your tongue, your nose, your eyes, your ears, your brain, the subconscious and conscious mind, all the way up through to the crown. Beautiful. And now just imagine that it's curling all the way back around to your feet, gathering up that energy of Mother Earth once again and moving up and around, creating a space called a Torah. This is actually your natural space. It's your natural energy flow, and I'm just bringing attention to it, bringing your awareness to it. So imagine that energy flow is joining up so it becomes a continuous energy flow all around you, 360 degrees. There's no gaps, and if there's any gaps, just flow some more unconditional love through that area. Beautiful. And now I'd like you to focus on each of your chakras. So your base chakra, and see the red light of your base chakra joining in with the flow of the Torah. Changing the color slightly, sending its thread of red through it. Moving up to the sacral chakra, sending the orange light through. Moving up through to the solar plexus, sending that yellow light through. Moving up to the heart chakra, sending the green light through. Your throat chakra, where you got the blue light, sending that through your Torah. Going up to your third eye, you see the indigo light coming through. And now up to the crown chakra, you got the violet light. And now that's going through. See the full spectrum of rainbow. And notice how the energy, as it dips down into the earth, it's refreshed as it comes back up. It's clean and pure. It's allowing your body to feel the gift of having all of your chakra centers being cleaned and purified and expanding out. This is the healing that you are doing for yourself. You can do this anytime you wish. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in and out. Bringing that Mother Earth energy and that unconditional love all the way up through your body as you breathe in. And this time as you breathe out, allowing Father Sky energy, balancing out that feminine and masculine energy to move back down through the body. Moving that beautiful Mother Earth energy up. And the Father Sky energy down. Beautiful. And now once more, unconditional love all the way up. And big breath, and then slow letting out. Gratitude for everything and everyone. Beautiful. Hope you have a magical, amazing night. You can open your eyes now. Thank you so much for joining me for this Find You Friday readings with Lorraine. I'm Lorraine. If you are tuning in over on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. Happy days. I love it when people subscribe over there. And whatever you do for your weekend, please do something yummy and delicious and amazing for yourself. Nurture your beautiful, sweet body. It's really gone through a pretty rough couple of weeks with all the energies up and about. And now it's time to just really enjoy being you. Alrighty, gorgeous ones. And of course, if you require to book in a session with me, you know where to find me. Over on craftingpossibilities.com. There's an automated system over there where it shows all the times available in your time zone. How does it get any better than that? Alrighty. I hope you have an absolutely amazing one, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.